they've gone through that global financial crisis. Some have lost half of their retirement funds through no fault of their own. And what do you think they want? They want to be healthy, they want to be happy, they want to be able to enjoy their golden years. They want to be vibrant, and if possible, repair the damage, that was no fault of their own. So guys, how and when did I start in network marketing? Remember before I told you I started when I was 17 years of age? Who does that these days? 17-year-old gets involved in network marketing. Guys, I did because of this woman up here. That's actually my mum. So she was my mentor. When I was 17 years of age, I made the decision to quit my science degree that I was studying at university to become a network marketer. My friends thought I'd gone insane, and my family, all of them except my mum, wanted to disown me because I was going to become the first person within my family without a degree. But it did end up being the very best decision that I could have ever made. I actually worked with my mum for 17 years, mother and son team, travelled the world with a very good old-fashioned company that had been around for 60 years. And sadly, when my mum was in her 60s, she started to develop Alzheimer's. And it was at that time I branched out on my own and launched a company in Australia about 12 years ago that went on to become the fastest growing company at that time. And I went from a long-term income over 15 plus years of hundreds of thousands of dollars per year to over $1 million per year very, very quickly. And post global financial crisis, I made the decision to retire. 38, retired, same as Brandon, 2 kids. Love the lifestyle that this industry can provide families and children. But I made the decision to come back into the industry, and I'll mention that in just a minute. So I was able to rub shoulders with the billionaire Brassfield brothers, who have been instrumental in this industry since the 60s. And I also got to meet this guy. Can you see this guy down here? I worked with him back in the early 90s, and he was one of the company spokesmen for our particular product range. And I kind of wish, well, he's not the same anymore. He was a Jenner, but I think now he's become fully Kardashian or pretty close. But he should have stayed in network marketing. Interesting guy. But the people that I've met have been tremendous. That was just one guy. But the thing that I'm really obsessed with at the moment, that's me if you've forgotten what I look like. But what I'm really obsessed with is paying forward what I've already been able to achieve. Because truthfully for me, I don't have any more financial goals or dreams or aspirations. I already met them years ago in this industry. But this industry has been such a blessing for me. The biggest goal and dream that I have is to be able to pay it forward with as many people as possible. I measure my success now by how many network marketing millionaires I can help influence. I met these 2 guys. They're not quite as good looking as me, but I met them about 2 years before I joined Jeunesse. And these were 2 young guys, 30 years of age, ran multiple gyms. They were working 16-hour days, ravaged with debt. And they said to me, look, if you ever get back into the industry, can you please let us know? We want to join you and work with you. They became my two of my first 2 Jeunesse millionaires about a year ago. Never done network marketing, with any success, in the past. So it can be done. The vehicle that we have is very, very potent. That's the last photograph that I had with my mum before, she could no longer work, and that's the United Network, a European magazine that did a little story about me when I retired. And there's my wife, that's my family. So a lovely wife and 2 kids. We all travelled to Tahiti 2 weeks ago with some of our diamond friends down the front here, had a wonderful time. And what I love in this industry, if you get it right, you become very powerful. You become an architect of your own future. You design your life, you design your lifestyle, while at the same time influencing many, many other people. So let's get back to business. What brought me out of retirement was a goal. Brandon mentioned before but I'm in the top 100 income earners in this industry globally. You know what the biggest secret, if you actually go through and look at the top 100, what's the most common reason that people have made that list? 80 to 90% of people on that list pioneered with a future billion-dollar brand. See the key? Can you pioneer? Can you identify what's going to be better than good or great? I've been with a good and a great company previously, but never something that is sensational. Sensational in this industry happens about every 7 or 8 years, not very often. Every 10,000, out of every 10,000 companies that start in this industry to become a billion-dollar brand, that many get there. So my goal was to find that next billion-dollar brand. I knew there was a bit of a formula, and that formula kind of goes like this. Do you know what's the biggest product theme in network marketing? What theme is the most dynamic?
Skincare.
Anti-aging. You know many people want to get old and ugly? And you know people are willing to spend a lot of money to be able to look their best? You know, network marketing does billions of dollars of business here in the United States. But Americans spend more money on Botox alone than the entire network marketing industry put together. What does that tell you? People are willing to spend money to look and feel their best. In fact, we spend 5 times as much money on our appearance than we do our health. That's the sad reality. So that theme is absolutely golden. But if we look at what are the products that are the most popular, well, on the order of 3, 2, 1, weight loss is number 3, nutrition is number 2, and number 1 is skincare. The skincare is so big, it's bigger than category 2, 3, 4, every other product category combined. And it's not just been like that in 2015, it's been that way for every one of the last 100 years. So why do you think skincare is so dominant? Well guys, it's all because of the people who dominate this industry. I'm an exception to the rule. It's women. Have a look around the room tonight. 80% of our audience is women, are female. And that's exactly the participation rate in network marketing. Women love talking about skincare. Why? Because every other woman and most men that they talk to are already using skincare. You don't need to convince people on the merits of looking after your appearance and also your skin. And you're not also asking people to spend more money out of the budget. It's transferring the money they're currently spending to something better. See what I mean? So what I wanted to find is everything that fitted into those categories. But if it could be dynamic, if it could be cutting edge, if it could be fresh, then I was interested. And did I find what I was looking for? Absolutely. You know, that next billion-dollar brand, which will be achieved by the end of this year, is Jeunesse. Jeunesse is French for youth. By the end of 2015, we'll be the fastest DSA company in history to become a billion-dollar brand. And guys, my income is purely matching the decision that I made to be a pioneer. And that's what I want everyone here in the room to do as well. Look at the size of our room tonight, guys. How big's Seattle? A few million? Imagine how many people out there in Seattle have never even heard the words Jeunesse.
I did them all.
So, you know, it's something that you want to get very, very excited about. Well, let's have a look at the company. You know, the company itself is special. We have no investors. We have no shareholders. We are one of the few true family companies in network marketing. We're in a massive number of countries around the world. We've got products, you know, that everyone not only needs, they already want them. You know, we're debt-free, highly profitable. We became members of the DSA in record time, but we also have global mass market appeal. Now guys, that's absolutely hugely important. Because what I learned years ago, the most important thing for developing residual income is finding a product range that develops an emotional response with the end user. A lot of products in this industry are like fashion. They're popular for today, a week, a month, and then they're unpopular. You know, it might be a new whiz-bang gadget, some wacky patch you stick on your arm, and all sorts of, you know, products that come and go that are fashionable. Popular today, but they won't be popular next year. Find something that people will buy today, tomorrow, next year, 10 years, 20 years time, and then you've got something that will provide you residual income. Let's wind back the clock. I'm 17, I joined a network marketing company. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Do you know that company just this year, sadly, will pay me for the first time